evading arrest or detention, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
Yes, sir.
On March 21st, 2024, officers were dispatched to a disturbance in Harris County, Texas. Complaining witness stated that the defendant, her husband, was refusing to give over custody of their 6-month-old child. Police were unable to make contact with defendant. While gathering statements, officer observed defendant wearing a green hoodie and walking through the apartment complex. Officer asked him to come here. Defendant then ran. Officers lost defendant momentarily, but found him 1,000 feet away from where he evaded. Defendant was detained.
What was he doing wrong? Walking while black? No probable cause. Just as you said, be careful. You're on felony bond. You pick up a new case, it's not going to go well.
Yes, sir.
Please take your seat in the back. DeAndre Francis. Mr. Francis, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On March 24th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to an assault. Officer met with complaining witness. Complaining witness and defendant have been dating for 7 years now. Complaining witness and defendant got into a verbal argument. Defendant then slapped complaining witness multiple times across the face, causing pain.
Do we know if she wants to have contact with him? Do they have children together?
We haven't been in touch with the complaining witness.
Okay,
And Your Honor, the prior dismissed AFM is involved in the same complaint.
it's over. No more contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand? There's a protective order that has been issued that identifies Monet McKnight as a protected individual. I suggest you get to know that protective order, because if you violate it, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you and you will go to jail. And I'm telling you now, I don't care. With your history and you have a prior assault against this person, I'm no contact whatsoever. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. And I'm telling you, you violate that protective order and violate those conditions, I can hold you in jail at 0 bond. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect anyone in Harris County. Do you understand, Mr. Francis? What do you do for a living?
I'm at the Port of Houston.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. I'll get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go, sir. Ms. Takia Haywood. Takia, ma'am, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine due to the amount. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, ma'am.
On March 22nd, 2024, officers arrived to Neiman Marcus store located in Harris County, Texas for a theft. Officer met with complaining witness, who is an asset protector investigator. Complaining witness stated that she observed defendant via surveillance approach a rack, select one blue Versace shirt, and conceal it inside of a plastic Macy shopping bag. Complaining witness informed the other investigators of defendant. Defendant then exited the store, passing all points of sale without paying. Complaining witness stated that they followed behind defendant and that she was detained.
One shirt?
It's worth $770.
Whoa. Ms. Haywood, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you not to go back to Macy's. Do you understand? Was this in the Houston Galleria?
Who's the gallery?
I'm ordering you also not to go back to the Houston Galleria for any reason whatsoever. If you go back to the Galleria, you go to any Macy's, I will have you arrested. You will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, man. What do you do for a living?
I'm a manager at T-Mobile.
Where?
A manager at T-Mobile.
How much money do you make a month?
35.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond condition, we'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go, man.
Okay.
Please.
Your Honor, it's Neiman Marcus, not Macy.
Oh, that's enough. I mean, okay, please. If you, I mean, it's the consequence of picking up a criminal case, you know what I mean? It's. Or the lawyer. A lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On January 23rd, 2024, officers responded to Harris County, Texas, and met with complaining witness who stated defendant, whose complaining witness's ex-boyfriend had been sending her threatening text messages, claiming he was going to cause her harm. Complaining witness stated that she was also receiving threats through Snapchat, Facebook, and Text Now app. Complaining witness stated the defendant's screen name on Snapchat is Dirty Baby, Bay Baby. The complaining witness showed the officer a screenshot of a message she received from the defendant's screen name, which stated, quote, I'm strangling your bitch ass and kidnapping you, end quote. Complaining witness then showed a text message from the Text Now app that read, quote, think Matt was something, nah, I'ma actually kill you, you stupid hoe, end quote. And a second message that stated, I'll burn that trailer down, bitch. Complaining witness stated she knew the messages were coming from defendant because she received a call from the same number on the Text Now app and she recognized the voice to be defendant's. Complaining witness stated she is in fear of her life and her children's life.
Mr. Odom, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
I still live with her. She hasn't pursued charges.
I don't care. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, and I'm ordering you not to be in possession of weapons, and so much as I'm also going to grant what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Heather Michelle as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is a stalking statute. You know, threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of 308 3rd Street in Highlands, Texas. Do you understand? If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. Val, do you mind filing no contact and no weapons on Mr. Odom, please?
Sure.
Mr. Odom, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond condition, sir. You're ready. Here, I'm going to light this dude up. Come up, Mr. Gomez. Here yet again with another case. You're now charged with another gun case. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On April 1st, 2024, officer observed a vehicle in Harris County, Texas, leaving, driving on the shoulder and on the Gore area. Vehicle then made an abrupt stop on the shoulder, almost striking the concrete barrier wall. Officer conducted a traffic stop. Officer smelled an odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. Officer removed defendant and the passenger. Defendant was detained. Officer located a black bag that was at the feet of the passenger that contained a Taurus 9mm handgun. The handgun was confirmed to be stolen. Officer also found an AR pistol in the rear seat.
He wasn't driving, was he? Was he driving? Gomez.
Was driving.
Another one that can't stop or won't stop picking up criminal cases.
He was the driver.
Driving on a median, on a shoulder, nearly hitting someone?
Hitting the barrier, almost hitting the barrier concrete wall.
Mr. Gomez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I am now going to make you and me one. You're going to have such a miserable experience. Now you're going to think that it's a new job for you. I am now ordering you to come here and take a drug test every Monday and Thursday for the remaining of this case. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to test you every Monday and Thursday. The one time you test positive, I'm going to keep you with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in a rehab facility. Do you understand? Do you have a Texas driver license? I'm going to have you sign this affidavit promising me that you're not going to drive. And if I catch you driving, I will have a contempt hearing. You will be facing an additional 6 months of jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. Likewise, I'm going to have you promise me that you're not to have a weapon on this. And if I catch you with one, you'll be facing another contempt action, 6 months in jail every time you either drive or in possession of a gun. Do you understand? One way or the other, we're going to get to you somehow for you to stop picking up criminal cases. And if that means bringing you here every other day to court so that you realize that you need to stop, then that's what we're going to do.
I'm gonna go first.
I have several children that just can't stop picking up criminal cases. The idea is to make it so miserable that you hate me and you hate the court so much that you start having second thoughts anytime you're going to do something that breaks the law. If you don't get it, I'm going to beat it into you. Jeremiah, every Monday and Thursday, he comes to test. Yes. No drugs, no alcohol. On one ankle, I'm going to put a GPS monitor and I'm giving him a curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. On the other ankle, he's going to get a scram so that we know he's not consuming alcohol. You think it's bad now? Just wait, Mr. Gomez. Are you Mr. Boca Negra or Boca Negra? Negra. So you're charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. That allegation kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir. Victoria, I don't understand how he has Miss Hayes already.
He was in custody and he was let out over the weekend. His bond paperwork says 4/12, but he came in today.
Got it. Okay. So let's figure out, do you mind going for?
Yes.
Yeah, for PC, please. Yes, please.
On February 3rd, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, officers dispatched to a terroristic threat call. Complaining witness stated she broke up with defendant and he called her, asking her about if she was going to date other people and told her, quote, "Don't make me come over and shoot the house up," end quote, and told her he would be over in 15 minutes. Complaining witness was in fear for her safety and told officers defendant showed up before they got to the house and defendant left when she told him she called the cops. Complaining witness stated she knows the defendant has a gun and keys to the house still and has hit her in the past, so she feels he would carry out his threats. Complaining witness told officers defendant has pointed a gun at her in the past and threatened to kill her. They have a 3-year-old daughter together.
Mr. Betancourt, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward. I'm now issuing a protective order and ordering you not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Do you understand? No contact means no contact, any means. I don't care what your smoke signal, social media, email, phone calls, text messages, no means no. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. You violate these conditions, I'm going to yank that PR bond in a heartbeat.
Sir.
Do you mind filing that, guys, please, to no contact, no weapons? It's your responsibility to stay in touch with the lawyer that we've given you. If she comes back to me and tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, like, I will also revoke your bond as well. Understand? I'm gonna have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, we'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we wait for your bond condition. We'll have you sign it, and then we'll have you wait for your lawyer as well. Please. It is. Damn it, I just lost it.
248-9297. All of these, Judge, are he's caretaking for his grandmother, so he's been going back and forth to her house. So I see that a couple of times is, 4 or 5 times it's been late. So that's what we're. It's.
So do you want to have you call the DVD person done?
This is very great. For this, yeah.
That's fine.
I have, unless you have a really good explanation, I have a couple where we're doing it 2:45 in the morning. So unless you can prove to me something good, you stay with me. Correct.
I was just basically getting something to eat.
I'm revoking your bond and I'm putting you into custody now then, sir.